It's a bright sunny day on the homestead. It's a Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. So, because it's Friday, that means it's time for another installment of my new series of what you can grow, which vegetables you can grow from upcycled, recycled containers that you would normally throw away. If you recall, last week we did this little sherbet bowl container, and that's 1 gallon, and we planted cherry tomatoes. So no action yet on the cherry tomatoes. Could be because temperature did drop down into the 40s and upper 30s 1 or 2 nights, and that's probably slowing the germination a little bit, but that's not an issue. I'm going to take care of that, and by the next time I see you guys, we should have some action going on here. But I also give you a preview about what was going on with this container, which is just basically a dish pan. You can buy these from the dollar store. I think I got this from Family Dollar, or you can get it from Walmart, or you might have 1 or 2 laying around the house. That's what I usually do. You can see this has a little bit of damage on it, but it's pretty pretty decent size. I mean, you can't grow a whole lot in this, but it's 16 and 7/8 wide, 14 inches. No, sorry, 16, 17, 8 inches long, and 14 inches wide, and 7.38 high. So almost 8 inches high. And that's what I'm going to focus in on, because when you are growing in these small containers, you have to take time to think about, is what I'm going to put in here going to have enough space? So it might surprise you to know that I'm going to grow carrots in here. So you have tomatoes here, you have carrots here, at the beginnings of a salad. Now, these carrots are the ones that I'm going to plant in here, and let me see if I can. There you go. And the reason is because I can grow these in 65 days. A lot of people don't realize that different carrots take longer to grow, and there are so many different varieties that this is one of the things you can look for. These grow in 68 days. So pretty similar, only 3 days apart. And these aren't exact dates. These are approximate dates. But wait till you see this one. These are the half longs, and look at that. I wrote these before I started this video. 76 days. So you can go from 65 days to 78 days. We'll take this one out of the middle. That's a significant difference if you're trying to grow a lot of food in a short period of time. This is towards the end of April. We have about a little less than a week left in the month, and the weather has been cooperating. It's in the 80s again today, and it's going to be in the 70s and 80s for the next week. So why not? Why not get an early start? Get going now, because if I can grow these in 65 days, that's just a little over a month. So that's going to take me to the end of June. Next week is May. So May, June, and then I can plant again using the same containers for July, August, September. So you get double use out of the same space. Now, I didn't put really a lot of nutrients in here. I can add as I go. But the one thing I keep telling you guys, and I'm going to keep driving this point home, is drainage. And yes, of course, I put the drainage is on the other side, so you can't see it. But There are 2 drainage holes in this container, and I showed you last week there are drainage in this container and all my containers, well, unless I forget. So you need to have drainage. You need to space these out according to the directions or close to the directions and put them in full sun. The tomatoes have to be in full sun. The carrots you can get away with partial shade. So that's my reveal for the week. And I was debating on whether to give you guys a preview of what we're going to grow in next Friday, but I decided to hold off, and I'll put a video up on that probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll put the preview up on Monday or Tuesday. But again, next Friday, as in every Friday through the spring and part of the summer, I'm going to feature a new container that you most likely have around your house, or something similar to the size that you have around your house, that you can use to grow without paying exorbitant prices for fancy pots, or without having to actually have a garden. You can grow this stuff on your back porch, you can grow it on your patio, you can grow it on your steps, you can grow it pretty much anywhere. And that's the goal of this. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. That's why our tagline is gardening on a budget, because we're trying to get you in the garden where it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, and you actually have better tasting food, and it costs you a whole lot less than going to a supermarket, especially if you're buying organic. So that's it for today. Again, I thank you guys for stopping by. Please remember next Friday to get a progress report on these 2 guys and to see what else I'm going to be growing. So I'm the Frugal Gardener. Thanks for stopping by again. And remember, when you grow your own food, you always know where it comes from. I'll catch you guys next Friday. Have a good weekend.